Up+Adam.
Tractor systems are offline.
We are Beyond FM.
Beyond FM.
The future of broadcasting is here.
Up+Adam with Adam Montiel. It's community content from Concentrate. It's Up+Adam with Adam Montiel.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Yes, some say life is just where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Happy Wednesday. What is good? Thanks for being Up+Adam. My name is Adam Montiel. Smack dab in the middle of the week. This one feels like it's gone by fast. You feel that too? Coming up later on the show, Paso Downtown City Park about to bloom with the scent of lavender and the richness of local olive oil. This Saturday, May 10th, the Paso Olive and Lavender Festival returns, celebrating the iconic crops that define this landscape. Of course, in addition to things like wine and stuff, but man, can we not grow a crud ton of lavender and olives, huh? This May 10th, though, on Saturday, a full day of tastings, demos, artisan goods, live music, and family-friendly fun, all rooted in the region's agricultural heart. Now, joining us later, two standout names behind the festival, Gina Hambly, who we've had on the show. Just love what she and her husband are doing. They're the mind and muscle behind Hambly Farms, where lavender is grown, harvested, and transformed into everything from essential oils to handcrafted beauty products. Also, Dominique Lobjois of award-winning Sunshine Olive Oil, who they just won some really cool awards, and their culinary roots run deep. We're going to talk all about olive oil, lavender, and this festive scene happening this Saturday at Downtown City Park. Don't miss it. You got to get to AdamMontiel.com. You got your chance to win tickets to Paso Wine Fest, the main grand tasting, May 18th. It is 10 days away. Yeah, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I'll be out there doing my show, Where Wine Takes You, my podcast partnership with Paso Wine, and it's going to be just an unbeatable day of wines, food, folks, fun. PasoWinefest.com. You want to win your way in, simply go to AdamMontiel.com, right off the homepage, click Win with Up+Adam, and good luck. All right, before we jump into things, though, I saw this article in the Huffington Post about a new parenting style. Now, there used to be another term for this. It was called growing up in the 80s and 90s, or really any decade before then. A new parenting style called fuck around and find out. FAFO is literally what it's called. It's trending now.
What is FAFO parenting? The parenting style explained. FAFO parenting, which stands for we know. Fuck around and find out parenting is the act of having your kids experience the natural consequences of their actions without getting too involved.
Yeah, this was just called the way we grew up. This was just called parenting in the 80s and 90s.
This weekend, I took my kid camping for the first time with the Cub Scouts, and we had a great time. But at one point, it was raining pretty hard. It was raining all day. It was real wet. And the kids were all just playing around at the campsite, and my son decided he didn't want to wear his rain jacket anymore. Okay, that's up to you. I'm not fighting my kid on a jacket unless temperatures are such that it could be dangerous to be without it. He got to decide for himself when he'd had enough. He got to decide for himself when he needed to go find a new shirt and stop playing and change. And we pretty much do that with everything. If there's a safety concern, obviously, they're not finding out from that.
Now, like they said, you're obviously not letting your kid run into an intersection to find out what happens. It's just for when safety isn't a concern. And that's a great example, the one that gal just gave. Experts say letting your kid learn their lesson like that can teach them problem-solving skills and really help them learn to be more independent. Just maybe ease into it. Make sure you're never mean about it, obviously. In other words, don't use it as a weapon, and make sure you're still there to help support them when they really need you. But there you go, a new style of parenting. Fuck around and find out. All right, before we get into our chat with Gina and Dominique with the Olive and Lavender Festival, I want to thank them for supporting local broadcasting and talk to you about the Olive and Lavender Festival. They've been supporting the show. We want to let you know all about this weekend. May 10th, 4th annual, 10 to 4, completely free. 21 years of olive, 17 years of lavender, and one perfect excuse to get outside and taste your way through local olive oils, farm fresh lavender, everything. Don't miss the live copper still demo from Hambly Lavender Farm. Again, it's free, it's fresh, and it's very Paso. Presented by Sunshine Olive Oil. Get all the details, PasoRoblesDowntown.org. Olive and Lavender Festival this Saturday, May 10th. You can check out the links in the show notes.
It's Up and Adam with Adam Montiel.
All right, yes, lavender in the air, olive oil on the palate, and a full celebration of two crops that do their job at putting the Central Coast on the map. The Paso Robles Olive and Lavender Fest is back. It's not just a stroll through the park. It's tastings, demos, small batch, everything. Gina Hambly is here, where every lavender product starts in the soil, as well as Dominique from the award-winning Sunshine Olive Oil, who's elevating the olive oil game one bottle at a time. They just sent me a bottle. It's incredible. It is really, really tasty. You can see why they'd be winning all these awards. Ladies, thank you so much for being Up and Adam. Cheers, friends.
À santé à tout le monde. Oh.
What was Dominique?
Oui, je suis française. Yes.
I'm excited to talk about the Olive and Lavender Festival. And look, let me ask you both. And in fact, I'm excited to do this and first switch it up and really throw a curveball to Gina and both of you. Olive oil and lavender, two of the world's most ancient botanicals, right? But what do you think it is about them that still captivates us in such a modern and personal way? And even though you're the lavender girl, I'm going to ask you to talk about olive oil first.
Oh, I'm glad you did. Because I've recently been tasting some in different places and really experiencing the different flavors. And then one particular place I went to, Kylie Ridge, and they end it with a store-bought olive oil. And you can really then experience the difference between the good stuff.
Dominique's eyes just rolled in the back of her head.
What captivates us is health. I think we're all thinking about what we're putting into our bodies. You can tell across what you see on Instagram, you see out in the world today, that we all want to be more healthy, more conscious about what we're ingesting. And olive oil has so many great health benefits, the polyphenols and all these things that it's going to do for you in the right way, that you're not buying the bottle at the store that's mixed with chemicals and not actually real olive oil.
Seed oils.
Yeah. So all kinds of things that aren't good for you, we're really conscious about and learning and being educated. And that's what gets it for me.
Let's get you talking, Dominique, about lavender.
Fair.
What is it about this that captivates us so much?
It's very ancient.
Yes.
It's beautiful. The smells helps me go to sleep every night. Mm-hmm. And it is another ancient, what do you call it? Healing remedy.
Yeah, apothecary or...
Yeah, apothecary. I mean, all I can see is lavender fields forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just beautiful.
Let me let you, Dominique, and it's wonderful to meet you and
Nice
have you
to
on
meet
the air
you
for the
too.
first time. Let's talk about olive oil. What is it about you? I'll let you answer that question now about olive oil here.
Well, Gina said it pretty spot on.
Yeah.
The health benefits, and I'm glad that now the world is waking up to really good olive oil, at least in the United States. What we've been sold is not exactly olive oil. But now in California, for sure, our olive oil, we're grown every other place is organic, clean. The health benefits, you can cook with it. Don't be afraid. Put it on everything.
Put it on your ice cream.
I do. It's my
yeah.
favorite thing. I put olive oil all over my ice cream.
My favorite vessel for olive oil is a belly button.
Oh!
I'm just saying it's good everywhere. I'm just saying.
No. But he's not false.
He's not wrong.
You put it everywhere, all over your skin. What
Right.
did the ancient Greeks used to do? They used to put it all over their skin.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So true.
101 uses for olive oil, and I can keep going.
I'll let you
It's
answer
amazing.
for lavender now, Gina. What do you think?
Well, I think the real resurgence of lavender started with COVID, when everybody stayed home and we're stressed. We don't know what's happening and all these things. We're stuck in these new situations where potentially living with many people in our homes and things. And now we need to de-stress. And what's the best way to do that? Lavender. So we have lavender everything, lavender essential oil, sprays, everything lavender just to calm and de-stress. And so now to even go a step further, they can come out to our farm where you get to just walk through it. So not only can you buy the product to take with you and put it in your own home, you can walk through the field and have that wide open space where you're looking at the olive orchards, you're looking at the vineyards, and just completely decompress.
Yeah.
And that in and of itself, you just visualize a football field, rolling hills of lavender blooming. Your body just automatically relaxed as I was talking.
Yeah. I love that. You know, Gina,
does.
you and Milton are walking through these lavender fields all the time, and I'm so curious, like when you stop and think, oh my gosh, this is like sacred work here.
That should happen more often than it does. We get kind of buried in all of the workload of it, but every now and then we'll take a stroll down through the fields, hold hands, and look around and really appreciate what we've created, what we're able to share with people coming to visit, and what we can teach people, not just about lavender, but how we farm and how we're benefiting the soil and how we're benefiting you through the products we're producing.
Now, before we get into the actual festival that's happening May 10th, and we'll talk with Dominique next, but talk about Hambly Farms. This is a place that you have open. You swing open those gates. You welcome people in during the season. You pick it, come to the shop. You have mixed, relationships with like Life Elements and Leo Gelato. Like you have so many friends in this area where your lavender finds their way into their products and vice versa. So talk about what Hambly Farms is into now of late.
So we are very excited to say we are doing the festival on Saturday, and then on Mother's Day, Sunday, May 11th, we're opening for the season. And this year we're offering multiple workshops, so you can come out and really learn about Life Elements. For example, is doing a CBD foot soak.
Nice.
Melanie from Nature's Touch is doing a bee class, so come and learn about bees. 805 Social is doing a paint and sip. So we've got all kinds of things going. We've just kind of rearranged things. We've got some new seating areas, so just places to kind of come and zen out. And you pick, so you can come walk through the fields, harvest a bundle to take home
And
with
it's
you.
so much fun. You get the shears, you get this little bundle,
Basket.
and it's really cute. It's really cool. And I don't say that word, the adjective often, right? But it's like you get this thing, and then I had a great time with odds, and we get these bundles that we took home. They smelled great forever, and we just literally, it was like a great date day. We loved it.
Awesome. And we're looking at doing some sunsets on the farm this year. That's new. So you can come out, sit in the chair. Maybe you've been wine tasting all day, so you've got something in your car you might want to share and relax, enjoy the sunset over the fields. And again, those wide open spaces where it's just a great place to relax and enjoy. So that's kind of what we're doing. Milton's doing guided farm experiences on the weekends. So he's going to talk to you about our story and all the things, how to grow, how to hedge, how to take care of the plants. He's going to do distillation classes and demonstrations again this summer on the farm. And very excited. My son and daughter-in-law are coming home for the summer. My youngest daughter's coming home.
Help.
So, yeah, help. Oh, thank goodness. But aside from the fact that I'm really excited, all my family's going to be together. It's truly a family-run farm. So if you just want to experience farm life, learn about what we do on a daily basis and how it gets from the field to the farm store or to you, then come visit us and see and relax, enjoy, and learn.
Well, just truly look around, take a 360 in your shop, and you're like, oh my gosh, chapstick. Oh my gosh, like candle. Oh my gosh, this gelato. You're like, it's all over the place.
Yes.
It's so cool.
Partnering with those people that you talked about, Sierra Honey Farm, and Leo Gelato, Life Elements, and Martha. Love all these guys. Lynette from Farmstead Ed introduced all of us and connects all of us. So
she's how I met you.
Yes, she is.
So good. I love Lynette.
Yes.
Dominique, I'm so excited because olive oil, we've seen it done here, and it's so cool to see artisanal olive oil done right here in Paso. When people come to Sunshine, and what are you guys offering folks, and kind of get into it before we get into the festival here?
So we have a beautiful store in downtown Paso, 1244 Pine Street. And you come in and you are greeted by two wonderful young ladies, my sister and Eileen, and they offer you some wonderful little tastings. You can taste all our olive oils, whether they are single varietals or blended olive oils. You can taste the whole thing. We also have lots of gifts, things that we also make in the farm. We have lavender, and we have soaps, and we have honey from our honeybees. And we have a lot of variety of gifts in our store that round around the French Provence theme, because the owner's actually, she grew up in the south of France. And when they moved to Templeton, she wanted to reduplicate that in Templeton. And so they started growing trees. And before you knew it, we had too many trees, and they had to make olive oil.
Wow.
Yes, it was beautiful. It's actually very, very beautiful.
Now, so the Paso Robles Olive Festival celebrating its 21st year, the Lavender Festival celebrating 17 years. So at some point, 4 years ago or so, we say, hey, let's combine the love of both these people, fans, a lot of cross section of fans of both. And is that what they did? They just combined them both?
No, that was a little bit before my time to know how that came about. But I think a lot of it had to do with timing, things happening in the park. And it was a lot of work to do both of them. By combining them also, this is the largest fundraiser that Main Street does for the year.
Wow.
And the money raised from this festival funds Elegant Evening, Teddy Bear Tea, Vine Street Showcase. So a lot of their events that they put on in town and that bring people down are paid for by this event right here.
And we're talking about the Main Street Association.
Yes.
Norma, who we talked about before, this absolute legend in downtown Paso. We even got our own alley right there, right?
Yes.
Norma Alley, where Jeffries is and stuff. So this is happening May 10th. You keep it completely free to the public.
Yes.
You are sold out in vendors. You have over 100 booths of people, whether they're makers or this or that. I mean, this place is going to be popping.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be the best one yet. With the demonstrations, the olive oil tastings, the park's going to be loaded. And all of these are handmade products. So this is all people in our community or coming from outside of our community who are bringing products in that they've handmade and have worked hard on to showcase for you, that either have a lavender olive theme and then some that don't as well, to give us a good variety.
You know what's crazy is, like, you think, Dominique, like, olive oil is like older than Jesus, right? Like lavender,
Just about, yes.
Lavender was used by Cleopatra. Do you ever feel like you're not just running a farm, you're like curating a legacy of these products?
Yes. Continuing the legacy of olive oil.
Yeah.
And teaching the world that olive oil should be consumed every single day.
Like, I just had winemakers in here a little while ago. Like, how do you, as an olive oil producer, what is that terroir? What is that sense of place? And how do you make, there's a lot of great olive oil on the Central Coast, right? How does your olive oil stand apart from, say, another one? And what are things that you do once, say, the olives hit the concrete or they get off the tree and they become part of the milling process?
Let's start with your awards you just received.
Yeah, how about that? So,
Sweet.
yes, California Fair up in Sacramento, we won Best in Show.
Stop it.
With
nice.
Yes, Best in Show, Best in Class.
Wow.
Our chili oil is off the charts amazing.
Love chili oil.
Oh, yeah, it's just perfect. It's
Cool.
this perfect little bite, and then lovely.
Cool.
And then in the Mid-State Fair, we won Producer of the Year.
You guys are on a high right now. Good for you.
Every single oil I have entered in every single contest has won gold. Wow. Maybe one got a silver, but it got
incredible.
gold in all the other ones.
Yeah.
We won't talk about that one. But it did. It won Best in Show in one, or Best in Class in one, and then for whatever reason.
Okay, well, what goes into award-winning olive oil? What makes it stand out?
Well, all the groves are organic that are on our properties. We just take care of them. They're properly trimmed, groomed, fed, watered, sun. A lot of it's in the land. Mm-hmm. The land that almost all of them on, I think, have never been messed up with any other thing. So this is like the first time anything was grown in
It's like virgin land, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it
Primo.
just produces,
Beautiful.
since the beginning, when they first started making olive oil, everyone's like, this is amazing. You guys need to sell this.
That's so cool.
Yeah. They used to give at the very beginning, they used to give the olive oil away to friends because you had just a few trees, and then you got more and more.
Sure.
And then COVID hit, and then he couldn't sell it. So he decided, well, why don't we just give it away?
Yeah.
So he was giving it to all the first responders, hospitals, fire department, you name it. Then we started selling online, and then we opened a store like 9 months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, only 9 months.
That's cool. Where's the store?
1244 Pine Street in Paso Robles.
Nice.
Next to the Pine Street Saloon.
Oh, perfect, huh? Yeah. Nice. I love that.
Yes.
Now, I'm so curious. Gina, have you ever used lavender as almost like a home hack, or is there something that you've done with it? Because you, like I said, in your shop, there's so many different applications for lavender. Have you ever found a little home hack with it?
Absolutely. So if you have something simple as hydrosol, So that's crafted when we distill the essential oil.
Yeah.
So that's all that steam that grabs all the plant nutrients, condenses back to a liquid. It's wonderful. I wipe down the counters. It cleans your windows like nobody's
Stop it,
business.
really?
Your glasses, all of it. Yeah.
Streak free?
Streak free.
What?
I mean, one swipe streak free. It's amazing. So home hack there. But I use it to wipe down counters. It's all natural cleaning. So you're not using chemicals and things like that, which a lot of people are concerned with these days, myself included. So I really appreciate not pulling out 409 or Clorox or something else to put on my counters. So that's number one. Number two, the sachets. Put them in your linen closet. Put them in your closet. They'll help keep bugs away. Your linen closet is going to help your sheets and towels smell like lavender. You can put it in your dryer, so your sheets and towels again smell like lavender. The oil's released. Gosh, do you want me to stop? Put it in your hamper, keep that smelling good, your gym bag.
I never thought of that, right? The hamper? That's so smart. Now, look, lavender cocktails, lavender laundry, you just said that, lavender dog biscuits I've seen. Is there a line that you won't cross with lavender, or is it all fair game?
Well, we're kind of at our max of products that we're going to actually manufacture ourselves. We want to be really good at a few things versus not so great at a lot of things. So we're really specific about and intentional. In fact, we just came out with a plant-based lotion that Martha from Life Elements is making for us.
Love her.
Yes, I do too. She's just really awesome and so knowledgeable. And she uses our hydrosol and essential oil in it. So we're able to still call it ours. It's a great collaboration. And so we are able to just make this wonderful product and put that out. Where we don't cross the line is how we process. So we grow without pesticides, herbicides. It's all clean ingredients. And so our essential oil is therapeutic. And if I can take a second just to explain what that is.
Please.
So very different than what you'll find commercially. Sometimes you'll find essential oil very inexpensive. And much like olive oil, it's processed with chemicals, or it's made in a lab, or it's only a few drops of essential oil, and then everything else is some other oil. Ours, being defined as therapeutic, means it was grown organically without pesticides or chemicals. It was steam distilled, and it's pure. So if somebody tells you they've got a therapeutic essential oil, it's top of the line. And so that's what we are distilling and what we produce out at our farm.
Explain essential oils to me for an idiot who just like maybe hears essential oils and the hierarchy of them. I love how you just kind of explain that. Are there any other pieces of info to round that out to help me understand, or did you just kind of all nail it down right there?
Well, I think understanding what you're using it for also, because different types of essential oils. So if you use a lemon or you use a mint or you use lavender, they're all for different things.
Yeah.
So for example, I'm growing mint right now, peppermint. I'm going to distill here in a few weeks.
Nice.
And then we'll be able to have peppermint oil. That's great for your digestive system if you have an upset tummy. So just learning about all these herbalist things has been really enlightening and fun to learn about, and how they help you and how they tell you, like when you smell a lavender, let's for example. So we distilled 4 different varieties, and people ask me all the time, so which one's the best one? And I always tell them, smell it and see which one resonates with you, because that's what your body needs.
Yes.
Because they all have different properties. So for instance, right now we have sweet lavender blooming, but it's got a lot of camphor, a lot of menthol in it. Not something you're going to want to eat, but if you have a cold and you have a stuffed up nose, that's going to be great to put on, as it's going to help clear all that out. But if you want that calming scent, then there's other varieties that are good for that.
That's so interesting, because I remember being out there with you and Milton at Hambly Farms, and you have literally different varieties of lavender.
Yes, 9 different varieties we're growing now. We just planted a new one coming up the road, so when you drive up to the farm, you know you're at a lavender farm, rather than the sign at the bottom of the driveway.
Is it like wine? Oh, different stuff grows better in different spots, and terroir, sense of place?
Absolutely. Although there's some varieties that grow everywhere. I've got one variety that a friend of mine's growing in Colorado and New York, but it's also growing on the face of the sun in San Miguel. So
yeah.
I get 4 blooms out of that same plant. They get 1 in a year, just because of the temperatures that we are, the Mediterranean climate again. Yeah. Yes. So yes, definitely. And they all have different properties. So they're good for different things. Some of them we use for sachets. Some of them we use for distillation because they have a lot of oil. Some of them are for bouquets. They're all good for different things. So that's why we grow different varieties. And they bloom at different times. So we don't have to do all the harvesting at once. Saves our backs.
That's really smart.
That was the smartest thing.
Yeah. Huh? What about with olive oil? How does that go? Is it, are we harvesting at one certain time?
Yeah.
How are we doing it?
It's most of the time, it's all within the October, November, December.
Yeah. Okay. So just after wine.
Yeah. It is. We wait for everybody to stop picking, and then they come over to us, and then they start picking the olives. And so we We can pick early, we can pick in the middle, and we can pick late. You want to get a nice, because the olive oil will taste differently if you pick early, or if you pick in the middle, or if you pick late.
Do you pick all three and then blend them?
No.
You just find your pick and then you pick them all the same?
So each farm will get picked on a different day because it's just too much. Like you'll send 40 people to pick on one day. You'll pick one farm, like the Tuscan, let's just say, and they'll see if it's ready or not. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell, and then you also have to deal with who's going to come out and pick, and if the miller is ready to mill. Yeah. And so there's a lot, and we're not the only ones. There's 300 other people with farms at the same time that are going to pick their farms at the same time.
And premiumization is a thing now. Like we were at Allegretto and met this guy from San Miguel, the Tuscan Gold guy, right?
Richard.
And his olive oil was great. I mean, and we bought one, but it was $80. I mean, that's a badass bottle of wine. That's an expensive. My point is, like, people are willing to spend premium prices for good olive oil.
Yeah, we have offering three different sizes. So you have a smaller bottle for $24. It's 250 milliliters. That should last you a couple of weeks if you use it every day, which you should be using it every day.
Do you have your olive oil that you go like, okay, I'm going to put this on the bottom of a pan because chicken's going to be in it, or this is what I'm going to pour on ice cream? Like, do you have a hierarchy in your own cupboard?
Everybody does.
Yes,
but it's like wine. All our taste buds are different.
Yeah.
So you will prefer one, I will prefer another, and from there, some of them are better suited for salads, others are better for marinades, but at the end of the day, they're all good.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's so interesting. So are there different varieties too?
Yes. Oh, there's thousands, or I'm not exactly sure on that number, but there's a lot
There's a bunch.
There's a whole lot of different varieties, and some of ours are blended together, or we do them single. So if there's enough of one variety, we'll pick that one all by itself. Like right now, I think it's our Bosana, that one won best in class.
Wow. So exciting.
It is really fun. It's magic. I mean, olive oil is pure magic.
Let's talk about May 10th. I'm excited. Like, Gina, when someone walks into the park and sees it transformed for the Olive and Lavender Festival, what are they going to find? What do they need to know?
Oh my gosh, there's going to be so many options. Walk through the whole entire park. You're not going to want to miss this. They said over 14 olive oil vendors are coming, and from all over also, not just here locally. They've brought in some from far away. We've got a couple lavender farms, one from Bodega Bay, one from, we got Santa Rita Hills coming from Lompoc, and lavender's a little bit harder this time of year because it's not blooming yet for most. We planted a variety that blooms almost year round, so we're able to utilize that, but people haven't quite come into their season yet. So, but all kinds of things. You're going to see Anne from Sugar and Spoon with her caramels, and she's doing a lavender caramel is going to be there. Groves is going to be there. I think they're right across from you guys, Dominique.
Maybe.
And then our still is going to be there. Milton's going to have the copper alembic still broken or all put together and doing some demos on that. So learn about how the essential oil is crafted, or at least ours is anyway. We also are going to have Lilio Gelato. We're going to do lavender honey again this year.
Nice.
We'll have that in the park. And I think Christina with the Business Bestie is also she's doing some lavender strawberry push pops now. And she's going to bring those and join us also. So we're going to have some good eats in the booth.
So much, yes.
So go get a taste of olive oil, then come over to us for some sweets. We'll have lots then ready to go. But all the, so many things.
So good.
Yeah.
Running a small specialized farm business is not for the faint of heart, obviously. What's the moment, maybe this year or even in the early days, Gina, where you felt like, oh, this is worth it? Like, this is worth it.
I have to say the last few days have been pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I just went to a Central Coast wedding luncheon and sat around. I got to talk about my farm. I got to sit out in the sun and have lunch with a bunch of great people where we're talking about our businesses and each other. And we got to celebrate that in the middle of the day. And it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. I was on a podcast yesterday. I was on the radio the day before. I'm here with you right now. I mean, that's pretty dang cool. I just get to do a lot of things. I'm actually going with Lynette to the California Agritourism Conference in a couple weeks. So the experiences and the opportunities that this has been granted, the people I've gotten to meet, I think on top of that the next thing I'd say, or the next best thing about it is being able to share what we do and teach people. Most people that visit us come from San Francisco or LA, and they have no idea about farm life. When they open their front door, they see their neighbor's front door. And when they come to us, they can see for miles, and they just come and really enjoy and learn about farming. And that, to me, and Milton being a teacher, really means a lot to us, being able to share all that and teach people where their products and food are coming from.
Yeah, going to Hambly Farms, I think, is a must-do. And I was saying this on the show the other day because, like, there's Milton. Like, you guys are so passionate about it. It's so much fun for you. Got the animals down there. You got your little caboodle. You're walking around getting your stuff. Like, it's really, really something. I'm so curious, like, Dominique, there's so many healing properties in both lavender and olive oil. Physically, emotionally, maybe even spiritually, some could say. Is there anything that you have seen, whether it's olive oil or lavender, that you really like it for yourself?
Personally, I take a shot of olive oil every morning.
Do you really?
And I have not been sick in years.
Tell me this, really?
Really?
The first thing is
first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. Yeah.
Wow.
Olive oil. A shot of olive oil will keep everybody away.
What do you put it in? You just
Nothing. It's a shot glass.
Pour it in there. Boom.
Boom. It at first it's a little bit like whoa. Okay.
It's a little viscous.
But then you get totally used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
Do you switch up the flavors, or do you do the same one every morning?
I use the same one every morning. I usually pick the one with the highest polyphenols, which right now is our Eagle Oak, and it's off the charts, over 600 polyphenols. I mean, that's what it was tested at. And yeah, I take that puppy every morning and haven't been sick in years.
That's great. That's incredible because I got a couple colds this year. Just when everyone was getting all those flus and stuff, like I was all about that. I did not like that, Dominique.
No.
I'm going to be taking a shot of some olive oil.
You should.
Heck yeah. You got great skin, too.
I think that's what the Italians do.
Oh, they do everything better, don't they?
Well, they
cut it all down.
So
May 10th, we're gathering people down at the park, Downtown City Park. This is an event with the Main Street Association.
In addition to all of the booths in the park, a lot of the vendors or businesses downtown are offering specials throughout the day.
Cool.
One-day specials. Restaurants and a lot of the brick-and-mortar businesses, dress shops, all kinds of things down there. Olive oil tastings and fun stuff. So don't just come to the park. There's lots of restaurants down there. Grab a cocktail, grab some lunch while you're down there, and make a day of it.
May 10th, completely free. Just come down to downtown Paso, like Gina said, come and hang out, see all of the over 100 vendors that are going to be there that day. And then I would really encourage you to ask these people, like when you go up to Hambly, ask them, hey, how do I come out to the farm? When Sunshine is sponsoring this event, ask them how you can learn more about visiting them. And Dominique, I'm curious, like, why did you guys want to really lend so much of getting behind this event? Why was this event important to you?
We believe, honestly, in the good health of people, and everyone needs to get educated about olive oil more and more, because it really is one of those things, medicine-wise. You don't need medicine. I mean, I shouldn't even use that word.
Right.
It's a very, very good thing for you, your health.
Sharing that with everybody.
Yeah.
Being down in the park.
No, I love that. That's so true.
And you're really new, too. So getting that exposure, and it's the annual Olive Festival. So get out there, send people over to the shop. Yep.
So
and then
cool.
have your picture taken in front of our old Jeep.
Nice.
Instagram.
Hey, let's do some rapid fires.
Right.
And this is for both of you.
Okay.
Lavender in your tea or in your tub?
Both.
Okay.
Tub.
How about this? Olive oil, drizzle or dunk?
Drizzle.
Dunk.
Yeah. Dominique's not messing around. First thing that hits your nose when you walk onto the farm. Is that a dumb question? You're going to say lavender?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't smell it until when we're milling it. You walk in and it's just like, oh my God, it just smells like
really
green. Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
One olive oil myth that you're dying to bust. Is there an olive oil or olive myth that we need to?
Buy California.
There you go.
Just buy California.
Anything on lavender?
Well, buying from a distributor that you know.
Yes.
A producer that you know, just so you know the quality, because the packaging and the labeling isn't always truthful, and you're not getting exactly what you think you're getting. Similar with olive oil, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, especially when you're talking about like oils or essential oils or the stuff that like Martha, Life Elements does, like knowing what's water soluble and emulsify. Like you got to know these things because you're going to be able to buy the best product.
Yes, and trust who you're getting it from.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be so much fun. May 10th. I'm so excited that we've had you both on to talk. 20-something years of olives and the 17 years of lavender. I love that you collided them both, and fans of both get to come out for one day and just celebrate them both in the park the way that we're doing it. This is so exciting. I love meeting you, Dominique. This is fun.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
This is great. Gina, I always love seeing you.
Me too.
This is so much fun.
Always a blast.
Yeah.
I love chatting with you.
Yeah, I put all the links in the show notes. You could check it out. I'm not even going to say get your tickets because this is a free event. Go on out to the park May 10th and just see what the to-do is. See our olive oil producers. See our lavender producers. What we're able to do here. Yes, you know that we grow world-class grapes for wine, but to see the lavender and the olive oil, it's so special. Anything I'm missing? What can we put in there?
I'm just going to add, we are offering mini farm tours on Sunday on our opening day.
Cool.
So if you're in town for the weekend, you've attended the festival, had a wonderful time, you can actually come out to the farm and see where it's grown.
Yeah, you got to go to Hambly Farms. You got to check it out. It's a great afternoon. Bring a lunch out, right? You can bring a bottle of wine, do your thing, and then go do a little you pick 'em. How long is your season?
So we're going to be open this year from Mother's Day to Labor Day.
Okay.
So if September, October comes around and you're wanting to visit, give us a call because we'll be open by appointment.
Yeah.
But our regular business hours when the lavender's in bloom. We're early bloom this year, so it's already on. It's already setting. And so in the next few weeks, probably end of May, will be full bloom through June and July.
Lavender's so beautiful. And I love it in all of its forms. Olive oil, same thing. Tomorrow,
Yes.
opening up my day with a shot of olive oil, Dominique.
Yes, you are.
Hell yeah. Website for you, Gina?
HamblyFarms.com.
What about for you, Dominique?
SunshineOliveOil.com.
Couldn't be easier. Ladies, thank you so
Oh,
much.
such a great time.
Appreciate
Beautiful.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate
you for having us.
Some say life is where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again.
Gina Hambly from Hambly Farms, Dominique from Sunshine Olive Oil. Thanks, ladies, both of you for bringing the goods and breaking down what makes this Saturday so special. Paso Robles Olive and Lavender Festival kicks off 10 a.m. downtown City Park, completely free. It's local and it smells incredible. Hit the show notes for links to both their businesses as well as links to all the info you need on the event this Saturday. We'll see you out there. All right, let's take a second. Thank our friends at Tin City Distillery. Let me tell you about their private barrel club. This is exceptional. You get to make your own whiskey, age it, taste it during its journey, and then when it's all done, you're going to bottle like 24 bottles. Your own label, get your own barrel, your own barrel head. It's so awesome. And you get all the perks of being VIP at Tin City Distillery. Get to the website, tincitydistillery.com. Find out all you need to know about their private barrel club. And if you see me up there, I'll let you. I'll give you a little pour. I'll thief my barrel for you a little bit. You can taste what it's about. They're fantastic up there. tincitydistillery.com. All right, don't forget to get to adamontiel.com. It's your way to win tickets to Paso Wine Fest right off the homepage. Check it out, adamontiel.com. We'll see you Saturday, May 18th. PasoWinefest.com for more. Coming up tomorrow on the show, Damon Castillo. He's going to sing. He's going to perform. Show you what this guy's all about. He is one of the most talented folks we have here. This guy's doing production, making songs and beats and jingles and kind of stuff, creating for people like Target, Starbucks, national things. I've been getting, contracts out of New York. I mean, dude's legit. Damon Castillo is by all means in the biz, but right here, local, right here in San Luis Obispo. He's a real treasure to the community too. Helped us out big for our breaking and entering Christmas. Will he do it again? Maybe we'll ask him. He's going to be on the show tomorrow. Lobjois studio performance with Damon Castillo. Also, want to just give a huge, enthusiastic thank you to Josh Clapper, his lovely wife, Chiasa Clapper. They're the owners of Timber Winery, where not only you get incredible world-class wines. I love their Chardonnays, their Pinots, their Syrahs. Everything they do is good. Everything. Josh Clapper's a fantastic winemaker. One of the best in the area. There's absolutely no doubt of that. But just the heart that these people have, from the way that they were opening their business to that experiential marketing class for Cal Poly, and the way that they support me here by letting me record. I mean, we've turned their whiskey lounge, their wine and whiskey lounge that's in their production facility in the Lobjois neighborhood of San Luis Obispo, and we've turned it into a studio where I have guests there and they're performing music and we're doing shows out of there. Both the interviews that you heard, the interview that you heard today with Gina and Dominique, that was recorded in the Timber Lobjois studios. The performance with Damon Castillo tomorrow, same thing. So, I mean, more and more episodes, if they're not done in my home studio in the Lobjois, they are being done at the Timber Lobjois studios. This is becoming a thing. It's a thing. So I just got to thank Josh and Shiasa so much for having me and supporting local broadcasting as well. All right. If you want to support local broadcasting and have maybe your business reach our audience here, please reach out. AdamMontiel.com, click the connect tab and just reach out. All right. Thanks for rating, reviewing, subscribing to the show. If you haven't, it really does help others discover it. Thanks in advance. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I hope you're having a great week. Till tomorrow, I'm Adam Montiel. Thanks for being Up and Adam.
Some say life's where it begins. Straight to the stars is where it ends. Only to start again. Let's start again.